Hello everybody and a big welcome to cEDH TV Gameplay. Today we're joined by Doot.
Hello.
And Gold Sabertooth.
What's going on? Gold Sabertooth, an artist in America, and I love drawing art for cEDH, playmats and tokens, and it's just my sincere joy to do this. And I'm like a big time old head cEDH TV fanboy, so this is a dream come true to be here. So thanks for having me, guys.
But before we get into cutthroat cEDH battles, I would like to give a shout out to Critical EDH Discord server. If you are interested in playing in a very high setting of high competitive magic, this is a place for you, where they have a league and even sometimes tournaments. And if you are a patron of mine, you get to play for free for this remaining month. But it's definitely a great place to meet like-minded people and try out your skill versus the best. Link in the description below of the video.
Playing Rocco, Cabaret Caterer, kind of my take on the deck. It's still a proactive deck, but it has some hate bears that are kind of catered to the metagame. It wins with Jolly Balloon Man, Kiki Jiki lines.
I am playing Vivi. I really like Vivi. I think it's a cool commander. I always loved Curiosity Storm, Tandem Lookout, Vivi, Boom Boom, or Ping 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 Ping.
So for a while I've been experimenting with decks built around Floodcaller commanders. So Floodcaller untaps otters, rats, birds, and something else, I think. So I've been experimenting with Francisco, some with Glarb, so frogs as well, apparently. But they just released Splinter, so now we have a 5-color version of this deck with a sheep commander. Sadly not 1 mana, it's 2 mana, but that's still Francisco mana. So the key concept behind this is basically running some things that taps Splinter for mana, and or things that combo with Floodcaller plus a thing that he untaps. So basically it's just a Necro deck with some extra layering to make Floodcaller even better.
Today I am back with Rogsi. The standard list, basically. I am trying a few cards out like Misdirection and Dress Down. Starting 7 has no lands, has a lot of good cards, but we're not keeping. Second 7 has Ragavan, Bound Fortune, Degrid, but really nothing to do. I'm expecting Pontus to be pretty fast and also to be, a dedicated Necro deck. So I need to have action early. I'm seat 1, so I really want to prioritize a really explosive start. Oh, okay. Yeah, I will be keeping this. This is turn 1 Necro Dominance.
So I have a pregame effect of a Gemstone Cavern. Wrong art, but it's the Gemstone Cavern, I promise. I'm going to pitch a Final Fortune.
I will start us off and draw. Play Badlands and play Rog, and then I will cast a Culling the Weak, sacrificing Rog.
I guess we lose. I pass.
Okay, I wish you lose. This is the worst Culling the Weak use, but Necro Dominance.
Oh no, it's not Necro, it's just Necro Dominance. I pass.
I would like to move to my end step. I'll just pay 8 life and draw 8 cards. I will go to cleanup and pitch to exile a Misty Rainforest, a Verdant Catacombs, a Windfall, a Scalding Tarn, a Necropotent, a Wooded Foothills, and an Arid Mesa. That's my turn.
Go to my turn. Land for turn will be a starting town. I'll tap it for colorless to cast a Mana Vault. And then I pass.
I'm gonna draw card. City of Traitors land drop. Exiling a Simian Spirit Guide for red. And then taking a damage from the City of Brass to cast my commander Vivi. And then I will pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep, draw. I will play a command tower for turn. Tap my command tower for a Green Sun Zenith. X equals 0. Find a Dryad Arbor. Pass turn.
I will untap and play a Underground Sea, play a Mox Opal. Move to my end step. Necro Dominance trigger. I will draw 30. Spend 2 and cast a Born Upon a Wind.
I pass.
And Born is good. We'll go to exile. We'll draw a card. Oh, that was a good draw. I will play a Mox Diamond. Pitch a Simian Spirit Guide. Play a Soul Ring. I will tap Soul Ring for a Grim Monolith. I will tap Grim Monolith for 3 colorless. And I will snap, targeting Vivi.
No response, Vivi goes back to hand.
I'll untap these 2 lands and cast a Rain of Filth. Stack my Badlands for a black. Cast Rograk with 2 of my floating colorless here and a black here. Actually, I can leave this on tap. I will sack the Underground Sea for a black, and I will cast a Beseech the Mirror, bargaining the Necrodominance, and then I will hold priority and Flare of Duplication. Beseech the Mirror. Copy of Beseech on the stack.
I actually have a response to this. I'm going to misdirect targeting Flare of Duplication. Pitching Snap. Not great, but I mean, I don't know how much more you're gonna do that has a target. Well.
I'll fact it.
I expected such. You got it.
So I'll have a copy of Flare, or a copy of Beseech on the stack. I will go search, and I will put a Underworld Breach on the stack. Original Beseech. I will go and get a Lion's Eye Diamond. Cast Lion's Eye Diamond. Rack Lion's Eye Diamonds. I'll tap the Mox Diamonds, and we'll bargain Beseech, sacrificing Mox Opal, get Brain Freeze, have the Oracle in the yard. Off of that last Beseech that I escaped from the grave, bargain away the mobile, cast Brain Freeze, targeting myself, and then I can mill my library at that point and re-escape LED and play Thassa's Oracle and win the game.
That was pretty fast, so let's go for a game 2. Well, I have a pre-game again. This time, Gemstone Caverns, pitching this land this time. Go for it.
I'll draw. I'll play a City of Brass. I'll tap it for take damage. I'll put a Wild Growth on it, and I'll pass the turn.
Go to my turn. Land for turn will be a volcanic island. No, it will be a Mystery Forest, which I'll crack. Then I'll cast a Mox Diamond, pitching the Volk. Tap 2 to cast my commander, Splinter, and then pass turn.
Draw a card. Mr. Rainforest, land drop, sacrifice it, finding a volcanic island, tapping that for a Rite of Flame to add 2 red, then 1 blue from the Gemstone Caverns to cast a Vivi. And then I pass turn.
Cool. I will draw. Play City of Traders. I will tap it for a Mana Vault. I will play Springleaf Drum, my other floating, and cast a Rockcrack and pass.
I will play a land for turn, which is the Wooded Foothills. I'll crack the Wooded Foothills. I'll get a Taiga, the big brother of Wooded Foothills. Stomping Ground is the little sister. So initially my plan here had been to play the Findhorn Elf and then the Sylvan Library, but now I'm wondering if I play the Findhorn Elf and then the Green Sun to advance my mana further. See, the most I could get would be Green Sun would be for 1, to be for another Dork. So on turn 3, I still think as much as it'd be fun to advance my mana, I still think that the right move to do is to get some card advantage online. So I think I ultimately will go for the Sylvan Library, but there is a pretty appealing opportunity to kind of just tutor, but maybe I want to keep my tutors for something better than just mana productivity. So I think ultimately I'm going to stick with the Sylvan Library plus the Elf. I'm going to tap this Taiga for a Findhorn Elf, and then I'll tap the City of Brass and the Super City of Brass, and I will play a Sylvan Library. I'll take a damage, and then I'm good to pass.
Go to my turn. That's a top deck. I was going to pause here and talk about how we play this turn. If we're gonna Demonic Tutor for value, keeping mana up, probably. For some reason I thought I could keep Boseiju up, but I can never do that. Or if we just jam Jessica's Will and hope to find basically any filtering of mana to cast Demonic Tutor or things to do with mana from top. But we do a Necro, and we can here go for play Boseiju, cast DT, find Dark Rit Necro. We have Pact backup. Pact backup is spooky because, well, it's Pact. And I think we always do that. I also think we Pact to protect it if needed. I think this is just way too good to not be doing. We have a bunch of dream scenarios where we Jessica's Will, find Final Fortune, Dark Rit, Signet, or not Signet, Arcane Talisman, Arcane Signet. So I think we always just DT here, cast a Necro. I wanted to see what Jessica's Will did though. I'm a bit sad, but this is better. Land for turn will be a Boseiju. I'll tap 2 to cast a Demonic Tutor. Demonic Tutor resolves and finds this card, and then I'll cast that card. Cast a Dark Rit. I gain 3 black. I think we all know where this is going. Cast Necro.
I've seen this before. I pass. I'm in danger!
Necro resolves. Since we don't have any more mana, we're just playing nice and easy. We'll pay, let's just say 9 into Necro, and then go to end step to get them in our hand.
I'm just gonna Vampiric Tutor. Cool. Discard on top, and you're good.
Then I get my 9 cards, and I'll just go to clean up. So I'll be discarding Praise Grasp, Vamp Tutor, Time Twister, and then Seal. And then my turn is over. Please go to exile.
My turn, draw a card. So I absolutely think we have to Time Twister here. Pontus has just sculpted a magical 7 with his Necro. We have a Vamp Tutor over at that guy, and he is sitting with a lot of mana. I'm expecting that he's just gonna put an Adnos on the stack next turn. Rocco has basically put a bunch of stuff into play. We are hurting everyone but Naya, but I really think that we need to do something about them, because looking at my hand, I can, instead of Time Twister, put Imperial Recruiter into play, get Tandem Lookout, and I actually think I'm gonna get away with that, because I don't think they're gonna view me as the threat, looking at the board state of the other two. I think that the higher EV ratio of chance of winning this match is try to interact with them with the Time Twister, shuffling around their hands. Hopefully I will draw into some interaction so that if they draw into a combo post my Time Twister, then maybe I have some Force of Wills and such to stop them. Land drop is gonna be an Ancient Tomb. I'm gonna tap this and this to cast a Snap. I'm going to target Pontus Splinter and trigger Vivi.
I don't think this matters because I don't know exactly how we've sorted, but before the trigger, I'll just fierce the snap.
That's actually really bad. I needed that mana. I have a feeling you would have fierced whatever I would have done after the snap, so maybe it doesn't matter. I didn't really care about the snap, I was just going for some Vivi triggers. But yeah, sure, that happens.
You deny my fierce if I let it happen, so I have to fierce it, because otherwise fierce is dead in my hand.
Well, you all take one. And then I'm going to cast a Sensei's Divining Top with a floating colorless mana. Trigger Vivi again, which is, I think, is good considering the Necros around. And then I'm gonna say the beautiful magical word everyone loves to hear. I pass the turn.
I will draw, tap to Stringleaf Drum this, and I'll cast a Jessica Spell. I'm good at both modes. Both modes target Pontus.
No response.
Flip a Final Fortune, a Calling the Weak, a Mox Opal. I'll play a Mox Opal, cast a Final Fortune. I'm a gambling man. Might as well cast the Calling. Sack Rug. Calling the Weak. I wish I could cast a Calling Ritual. Okay, cool. And then play a wheel. Blood of Colorless. It's what I got.
Yeah, I pass on wheel.
Cool. I will discard a Force of Will and a Mental Misstep. Or a red and a colorless. And cast Rog again. I will cast a Wishclaw Talisman. I'll activate Wishclaw using my floating red. I have 3 black. I will put a search on the stack, and my good friend Tim on this card. I'll cast Necropotence.
I will sadly pass.
I will save the day with a Swan Song. Trigger Vivi.
I will play a Misdirection, pitching a Snap. Target the Swan Song.
I will do the same trick as you, but with a more normal card. I'll SWAT targeting the misdirection.
I will Fierce your SWAT.
What is this 7?
It's really, really good.
I noticed.
I'm going to tap Sensei's Divining Top to draw a card and put top on top, and nah, that's not a Force of Will.
Awesome, cool. So then I'll have a Necro. I am going to Necro for 25. Necro for 30. Go to 5. But yeah, I am. I Final Fortuned.
Yeah, you're only getting one more turn for that. Like,
Oh yeah, I know.
just pay 35 life. Just pay 35
Yeah.
life.
Well, I take one to the vault. I want to keep up for Vamp, for Get Probe, you know, like.
Haven't you discarded Vamp Tutor already? You casted Vamp Tutor to find something.
Oh, okay. Then Imperial Seal. I don't know. I want to be able to keep up for like Imp Seal or Get Probe or Force of Will. I don't think there's anything, but that's the thought. Okay, so 30.
Oh, yeah, my Vivid trigger. You also take 1 more damage, everybody.
I will keep these 7 cards and I will start exiling. I will keep the 7 and then I'll go to my next turn. I won't take a damage off the mana vaults because I skipped the draw step. I'll play an Ancient Tomb, tap it, trigger, it'll die. Tap Rog and cast a Cabal Ritual and float 1 colorless mana. I'll play an LED. I'll then spend 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will beseech the mirror. I will beseech the Necropotence. I will then search my library, and I will put a Underworld Breach on the stack. 2 colorless here, taking 2, and cast a Grinding Station. Response to the Grinding Station, ETB, I will tap Mopal, make a blue, tap Grinding Station, sack Mopal, milling 3 cards, dress down Command Tower, Rain of Health, untap Grinding Station, and then from here I can present a loop of replaying my Mox Opal, getting rid of the 3 cards, until I mill my deck and I can cast Thassa's Oracle. GG. Breach good.
You know, what's conceived to be a greedy deck just had 2 answers to protect itself and it was really awesome to see that. Oh yeah, no, it was awesome. Thanks for having me. This is just a dream come true. I'm the president and of the North American Pontus fan club chapter, so this is like a I can't wait to go back to the meeting and tell everyone I got to play with the real Pontus Thorn, and we both got to lose to Dude. So
Yeah. Nah, to return to normalcy, I usually call my deck Budget Rocsi, and this game, these games, I really want to say, kind of highlights why I call it Budget Rocsi, because, well, Roguerack is just so much better.
Yeah, I've heard Rogsi is pretty good. Fast format, slam necro win. I didn't draw my Force of Will. I did draw Swan Song, but yeah.
Yeah, I think like the deck's the deck is good, especially when I know I'm playing with other players that are just trying to keep a win. And so I think like two things out of the video that are kind of nice to highlight is like, one, if you're not playing Necro Dominance, you're dumb. like I get so many people who'd be like, it's a bad necro. Okay, you know what? Actually, sorry. I'll amend that statement. Unless you're Michael Schmidt, then you're fine, because I love Michael Schmidt. But at Necro Dominance, it's a worse necro, yes, but like it's still a necro. Card's still great. Something I've noticed is like, especially with the faster meta, a lot of times I'm main phasing Adnaz, or I'm going for like the greediest play you can, because if you give anyone even a chance to untap, you might not see your next turn.
Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the necro matches. Take care guys, and we'll see you in the next one.